A distress signal and a call to an emergency hotline couldn't save the Abdullah from Somali pirates. The Bangladeshi-owned bulk carrier was boarded last week, the latest victim of a resurgence in Somali piracy that international navies thought they had previously brought under control. A week later, and the Abdullah is anchored off Somalia. Speaking by telephone from a coastal area of the semi-autonomous Puntland region, one pirate financier, who goes by the alias Ismail Isse, said international navies had reduced their operations off Somalia. That's as, several hundred nautical miles to the north, Houthi militants have been launching repeated drone and missile strikes on international shipping in the Red Sea region since mid-November. Somalia's President Hassan Sheikh Mohamud said that distraction was encouraging piracy.
Incidents that took place, it's not higher level, but it can go if we do not stop while it's still at infancy stage.
For nearly a decade, joint international operations had kept piracy dormant in waters that include some of the world's busiest shipping lanes. Instigators were thought to have largely become inactive. Mohamud says the answer is to boost Somalia's own law enforcement capabilities, both on land and in the sea. Its Coast Guard, according to government data, has only one functioning boat. The capital Mogadishu, the breakaway Somaliland region, and Puntland also have their own maritime police forces with limited resources. At their peak in 2011, Somali pirates launched 237 attacks and held hundreds of hostages, according to the International Maritime Bureau. That year, the Oceans Beyond Piracy Monitoring Group estimated their activities cost the global economy about $7 billion, including hundreds of millions in ransoms. The current rate of attacks is significantly less. According to data from the EU's anti-piracy mission, EU NAVFOR Atalanta, at least 2 cargo ships and 12 fishing vessels have been successfully seized since November. Over the weekend, the Indian Navy intercepted and freed another bulk carrier after it ventured back out to sea. The raids are piling risks and costs on shipping companies. That includes in terms of additional war risk premiums imposed by insurers and increased demand for private armed guards. But costs to global shipping companies may be of little concern on the Puntland coast. There, fisherman Kemi Kenan says some young Somalis have little choice other than turning to piracy.
If the illegal foreign fishing boats in our sea will not stop, our youth will have to defend their sea, because they are losing their livelihoods.
He says when it's a case of a small-scale fisherman competing against international vessels, then, quote, the only option is for them to take up guns for revenge.